freezing my damn ass off out here. I've always had a problem with being complacent. When good things come into my life, such as good grades, a beautiful woman who gives me consistent intimacy. Let's say when I used to play basketball, if I achieved a new dunk, like I did a windmill or I did a through the legs dunk, I would have this tendency to get complacent. I would have this tendency to back off the grind. Like, I would grind so hard to achieve these things. I would talk to multiple girls so I could get a girlfriend. I would study really hard so I could get an A on a test. I would train really hard in the gym so I could dunk, so I could be better on the basketball court. And it seemed like as soon as I achieved these things, I would just stop. I remember the other day, on my Instagram, I posted a video. It was like a little funny video of me like dissecting a basketball court, and it was really like a parking lot, but it had a basketball rim on it, and I was just like dissecting it basically, and the rim was pretty bad, so I just posted it to make people laugh, and it was getting a lot of good progress. Like, it was for a reel, for one of my reels, it was getting a couple thousand views, it was getting like 100 likes, like it was going up pretty good, and it did the same thing on TikTok. Now, for me personally, I don't like being on social media. In fact, I like to limit as much as I can the amount of social media usage that I have throughout the day. But when I posted this video, I was getting so much success from YouTube Shorts, from Instagram Reels, from TikTok. Like, I was getting the YouTube algorithm, the TikTok algorithm, and the Instagram Reels algorithm was treating your boy good. And so what happened with that was I found myself addictively going back to the apps through habit and checking them like every 5 minutes, trying to see, did the view count go up, did the like count go up. And then after I check it, I would addictively go back to scrolling, like many of you do, and I do the same, and I did the same thing. And I sometimes I get caught up in doing it where I end up scrolling, and then I don't even realize that I'm scrolling, and then like 15 minutes will go by, and I'm like, oh shoot, I need to go ahead, do this. I need to go ahead and record this video. I need to go ahead and go to the gym or study or do something. It teaches me a very valuable lesson about complacency, because every time I'm complacent, my life always gets worse. The girl that I'm with or I'm currently seeing, she loses attraction for me. My hygiene gets worse because my mental health gets worse because I'm on social media a lot more. So the brain rot is there, and it just slows down my mental capacity, and my testosterone goes down. My eating habits get worse. I get complacent, especially with eating. Eating habits, it seems like, especially for like people who want to lose weight, they see a little bit of progress, or they've done a clean diet for a week, and so they reward themselves with a cheat day. Like, oh, okay, after dinner I'll just eat ice cream, or I'll eat this one cake, or I'm going to this birthday party and I'll just eat this cupcake. And then it turns into the next day, I don't feel like cooking, let me go get pizza. And I don't feel like making my protein shake, so I'm gonna drink Mountain Dew or Crush or Pop. There's a chance for complacency all throughout your life. It's funny, you make the choice every single moment of your life to either be complacent or to be strong and be disciplined. Complacency versus discipline. Complacency versus consistency. Consistency will make your life better. I even saw this with my mental health, because I would be super consistent, like for a couple weeks doing meditation. I was very routine about it. I was doing the meditation every single day, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 10 minutes if I really had to just be in a rush. But I would get my meditation down, whether it was multiple times a day or one time a day, but I would get the meditation down, and I would feel good. And when I felt good, it seems like good things start to come to me. And I know that sounds like some law of attraction BS, but believe what you want. But I would get complacent in that area, because I would feel so good that I would just like cut off the meditation for like a day. I skip it for the day because I have to get up and I really have to rush to school, and I'll skip it. Cause after class, I like to meditate after class. Like after I leave a social situation, a social setting, I like to meditate after class, or meditate after I go hang out with my friends, to just calm my brain down. I'll just say, oh, I'm just hungry, I'll make this sandwich, and then I'll do it later, and then I end up not doing it. This happens a lot of times with famous people. They work so hard to get to where they want to go, whether it's the famous singer or it's the famous athlete, the basketball player, who works so hard to get to that point. And as soon as they get to where they want to go, which is being a professional athlete, they stop working as hard as they did. The hunger for more stops. The hunger to become better and to improve their craft, it halts. And their improvement as a whole halts. So what happens? They end up losing their career, or they end up getting injured because they weren't in the gym consistently. Or the singer, his voice is not as good as it used to be in his prime, or he ends up dropping an album that isn't that good. Complacency can hurt everybody. And success is a great thing. It's a great feeling, but it can be your downfall if you allow it to be. If you don't take the approach of life is a constant journey of becoming better at something, whether it's meditation, whether it's reaching a PR in the gym, whether it's being able to focus just a little bit better in class, being able to focus on not thinking for longer periods of time, improving your attractiveness, improving your fashion. There's always something in life to improve, and that's the beauty of life. When you look at life through this lens, the thought of complacency will come up, but you will be a lot more prepared to handle those thoughts and those emotions and the mind telling you to be weak and to go back into old patterns and to not meditate, to not go to the gym, to not study, to text girls all day, to get on social media and scroll all day. That car isn't even supposed to do that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But real stuff, man. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, that's my video all about complacency. Be consistent, don't be complacent. Be disciplined. Live your life and grow to be the best version of yourself. I don't even like being the best version of yourself. I say, in your imagination, the perfect person that you see in your head, try and work towards being that person every single day. A person who is financially free, a person with the best physique, a person with his dream girl, a person with good looks, a person who's funny, a person with good social skills. You take that person and you try and become that person every single day. And you will become that person if you stay disciplined and you stay consistent and you do the right things. Hopefully I can take my own advice. That's the video. Subscribe for more self-improvement tips. I have a new channel. If you a basketball person, I have a basketball channel. If you want to subscribe to that, you can. If you ain't into basketball and you just into self-improvement, fine. Subscribe to this channel. Stay on this channel. We growing and we locked in.